General election should inaugurate 60 days following the disintegration of the parliament by the Election Commission of Malaysia. The aftermath of the dissolution is followed by the declaration of the date of election, nomination dates, and the dates of voting. In light of the issue, keen candidates make obligatory deposit of 10,000 ringgit to attempt a chance at the parliamentary seats. Likewise, a mandatory deposit of 5,000 ringgit is a requisite to compete for a seat at the state level. It is enforced that nominees are required to be 21 years old with sturdy mental capacity and not insolvent to adopt the mantle as a candidate. The campaign period stretches out from the end of nomination process to the midnight before polling. Furthermore, on top of spending 200,000 to 100,000 on campaigning candidates, are forced to make a deposit of 5,000 for a parliamentarian seat in contrast to 3,000 for a state seat. Moreover, a task force to enact the rules of campaigning inspects the campaigns by candidates. The rules of the campaign articulate that no improper materials, illegal forums are to be implemented. Likewise, it is restricted to cross beyond the set spending limit of 200,000 ringgit for federal level and 100,000 ringgit for state level. Consequently, registered voters cast for both parliamentary and the state level candidates during polling, which spans for not more than a day. Polling is instrumented by a series of election officers who determine the voter's identity and marking of the left index finger to indicate that the voter has been rectified to cast their vote at the selected booth. Regardless, the prerequisite to enlist as a voter demands that the person is a citizen of Malaysia above the age of 21 without any recourse of being barred by law. Likewise, a voter will not be qualified to vote if the person is serving prison sentence, found guilty, or is found to have a contrasting citizenship on the day of vote. Eligible voters are requested to visit the nearest post office with the national IDs in hand to fill in the Form A to register themselves as a voter, and voter details can be reviewed through the Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya Malaysia's website at their leisure. Similarly, voters are divided into normal and absent voters, with the latter being military personnel and citizens who are abroad.
Election is a formal group decision-making process where a population select an individual to represent the public office. Well, election in Malaysia occurs at two levels, federal and state level. Federal level election are for those to occupy the membership in Dewan Rakyat, while state level election are for those to occupy the membership in state legislative assemblies. So, what's the importance of election? Basically, it helps in solving the leadership scramble. Next, election also ensures there's a change in the leadership. People conduct the election to ensure their safety, their rights, and their freedom. Also, election is simply important because it reflects our civilization. Lastly, when a country relies on general election or regular election, it shows their respect towards the people and their perspective. So, be bright and vote for the right. Requirement to become a voter is a Malaysian, more than 21 years old, and not convicted for any crime. So what happens on the day? What are the do's and what are the don'ts?
Try to vote. Selamat pagi. Yeah, you have to check the ballot paper for any illegal marking.
This seems legit. This paper is alright, I guess.
What is this? You think you're a professional artist?
I'm drawing a face. Mind your own damn business.
The only thing you can draw is a cross. Yeah, baby.
Saudara, hidup susu. Susu mesti menang.
Bro, you kidding me? What are you doing?
What is your problem? For the second time, can you mind your own damn business?
You should not wear any logo shirt because it will cause a lot of trouble. After knowing the basics and crossing the party of your choice, then you can proceed to the next step, which is folding the ballot papers. And put it into the right pocket.
And now we continue with the election process.
Tallying the ballot papers and contrasting with the sum of ballot papers that were in service during the election follows the aftermath of polling. Correspondingly, ambiguous ballot papers are singled out and diagnosed for verification. Ultimately, the tally results are depicted on a form and is presented at the vote tallying centers, where an official declares the result for each polling station.